Hi Shashank, congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Shashank has secured All India first rank in the ESE 2018 with Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. So let us have few questions with Shashank which are really useful and motivating to his juniors. Hi Shashank, introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Shashank Shekhar. I have secured All India Rank 1 this year in Engineering Services. I belong to Vaishali district of Bihar. I have done my graduation in 2013 from Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology. Then I joined IIT Kharagpur after clearing GATE 13, and that I did in microelectronics and VLSI design.
Okay.
Since last 3.5 years, I have been working for Cypress Semiconductor as design engineer. And while working only, I started preparing for engineering services.
What is your father, Mr. Shashank?
My father is a farmer. He is staying in Vaishali district only.
Okay. So from Shashank's information, I am able to get two valid points. Bihar, one of the poorest state in India. So he is from such a state. So that is a great achievement, and it will be inspiration for majority who are from the states like Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha. And another important point what I am able to understand is he is the son of a farmer. See, majority of the Indian youth are under the impression that these services, top services, can be cracked only by the rich or who are comfortable in their living. But he proved that even the people from the poor communities can also crack. Very nice, Mr. Shashank. So what is your path for preparation? For example, you are prepared for prelims. So in the prelims, you have two papers. One is the general studies, engineering aptitude, and the technical paper. So what was your approach for these two papers?
Actually, I started preparing on 7th November 2016, and that I started after a break in my study. So due to break, even I had lost my notes, and I had no books also. So what I did, I was searching for quality question bank that I got in form of ESE provided one 25 years question bank is there. That I purchased two blue colored books I purchased, and I started solving. During my BTech only, I had bit good grip on my technical, so I started with that, and whenever I was finding an issue, I was just making notes of that. So in that way my preparation went on, and later on I joined offline test series in Bangalore of ESE, and that actually helped me in realizing the actual involvement of the examination. Yes, in prelim.
So in prelims, what about your general studies approach?
Sir, in general studies, we know nothing is defined, only topics we know, like this is project management, but what will be asked inside project management, actually nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Yes, sir. So in that what I did, I just saw few videos of these subjects. Only I created basic level knowledge, and I started solving questions that was coming in test series in Bangalore. I took even on online also. I was searching some material that can help me. So in that way I proceeded. But I could not score very good in that subject because that was completely new, and I was expecting 95 marks, but I scored around 80 marks in that.
See, suppose there are a few general study subjects more related to mechanical engineering, civil engineering. What was your approach towards those subjects?
Definitely, sir. Few subjects are like that, but at the same time, few subjects are also very common to all. Like mathematics was there, aptitude was there. So what I did, yes, sir. What I did, I was more focusing on those things because I was expecting good marks out of that. But the subjects like drawing or subjects like quality, these subjects were, project management, sir. These subjects are new to me. So whatever I could do, I was doing with the limited material, whatever I had. But mainly I was focusing the subjects like material science, mathematics, aptitude, current affairs, these things, because those are, we can also understand those subjects.
Okay, with respect to Shashank's approach, what I believe, focus on your strengths, because general studies is general, it's not properly defined. So there are certain limitations. So wherever he was stronger, what he said, so mathematics, aptitude, current issues, etc. are some electronics oriented general science. He focused more. So that will give minimum marks. It's a right approach. Instead of drilling and thinking and becoming panic on various subjects, focus wherever you are strong. Yes, very good approach. What about technical?
Sir, in BTech, as I told, I had good grip on that technical subjects. So only I solved those 2 books. Even today, whenever I am giving some speech or motivational sessions, only I tell that those 2 books are Bible to me, because even today that is kept in my room. And those 2 ESE Academy books were really good and very compact. Solutions are there, and as it had 25 years questions. So if you are able to solve 25 years questions, definitely you will be able to solve 26 years question also. Yeah. There is nothing drastic change is going to happen.
See, some students or even some toppers, sometimes they may say that if I solve only previous questions, is it sufficient, or they have to plan for some untapped areas also? What's your opinion?
For me, I only saw, as I told, that was my approach. But definitely, what was in the background? Background was I already had concepts of those subjects. Initially, I was not sure about my success, but when I started solving and I was able to solve most of the questions, then I realized this may be sufficient for me. But definitely, as I told, background, you must have concepts. So first, you make those basic layer concepts and don't go much in theory. Because this will be questions will be application based, not the theory based. So read basic theories, go for questions. If you are finding any problem, come back to the theory and see the theory, again solve the questions. This should be the approach.
You are working at the time of preparing for this ESE 2018. How you could manage both working in office at the same time preparing for the ESE? How you could manage?
Definitely it was very challenging, and thing was engineering services required 3 things. First is discipline, second is dedication, and third thing, you must have quality materials, because you cannot diverge from, or you cannot go on many paths and searching the right approach. You must have what is the quality material there. So what I did, I had divided my whole work in 2 parts. Like in morning, I was studying for 3 hours, 6 to 9.
6 to 9.
Yes, sir. Okay. Then I was going to office, and after coming back again 7 to 11, I was just studying. And that I continued for completely 2 years.
So 7 hours per day? Yes. 7 hours per day is very high. Okay.
So that is required because dedication must be there.
But you might have been subject to a lot of stress, na? One side preparation, one side office. You could control that stress.
Correct, sir. Actually, it had there, and it was really very challenging. And this achievement, I always say, the best achievement I could ever got in my life. Because whole day in private job, you cannot say what is going to come tomorrow in office. Okay. After reaching office only you come to know you have to do this thing, and this will take this much of time. But still, how with the grace of God only, I think I can say that I could manage.
Definitely. Yes. See, multitasking is one of the greatest thing. Anyway, you have cleared your prelims exam. So coming to the mains exam, so in prelims 500 marks. So mains it is 600 marks. What was your approach for, and how ESE could help you in the mains preparation?
First thing, sir, again I took the similar approach what I did for prelims. I purchased 2 books of ESE Academy for that mains questions, and I had grip on that my technical, so I started solving. But what I found, mains are entirely different from prelims. So there, not only you should have concept, you should have patience also to write all the points that you have in your mind. And also we have to fill the, whatever space is allocated, we have to fill the place.
Question come answer booklet.
Yes, question come answer booklet was there. So that I followed, and test series. Actually, if today I give credit to my, for my success, I will give 2 things. First thing, quality materials, and second thing, test series. And I was part of ESE Bangalore, and here I would like to say a few points about ESE Bangalore. I don't know about the other parts of India where ESE is giving these facilities, but ESE Bangalore is fantastic because their members are so cooperative. Even if I say, sir, this light is not proper, he will change the bulb. You won't believe this will not happen anywhere in India, at least what I can say. Right. So that much very pious and religious approach was taken by ESE Bangalore, and that helped me. I was giving regular test series, and recommend that remarks that was given by ESE Hyderabad, because copies were checked in Hyderabad only.
Yes.
So remarks was given there, that was helping me a lot, because the actual need of test series is to improve ourselves during that preparation. So I was getting remarks, I was improving, in that way I did, and definitely ESE has helped me. There is no second thought in that.
And that means classroom coaching also we conduct actually in Bangalore. So you might have attended some classes. How it helped?
Actually, I had enrolled, and due to my job pressure, I could not attend many classes, but I found my friends were attending at that time. I heard that they were actually getting benefited. One, I would like to take one name, Danish Agrawal. He scored All India rank 48 this year. He was the regular member of that classroom program, and he was actually praising too much about that classes, and he was even thanking to me to let me, because I was the person who told him that yes, is going to organize.
So you attended only few classes. Yes. Okay, fine. So after mains, your exam is over. How you are prepared for interviews, interview guidance?
Yes, sir. For that, definitely I was needing some interview guidance program. So after completing my mains, I needed some this guidance for this interview. So Hemant sir conducted one class there in Bangalore, and he was telling how to fill DAF and what should be your approach in interview. So these things mattered a lot in my preparation, because it was he had experience, so he shown what you should do and how you should proceed. So that was one thing. And mock interview, that is very, I mean, in Bangalore you cannot find any coaching is conducting this mock test, mock interview, but ESE has done, and Hemant sir was the part of that, Amit Saha sir was also part of that. So they actually helped me, they told me so many remarks actually in that interview he gave me. And based on that remarks, I told to my roommates, I made them panel members and chairman. I told them these are the remarks I got from the ESE Academy. Please work on that and ask similar questions. So in that way I improved, and I scored 136. That I think good marks for me.
So you got 136. Somebody may say that your IIT tag has given 136 marks. What is your answer for that?
Interview will do nothing with your IIT tag, because there everyone is considered equal. Everyone is given chance, because I know one of my friends who qualified this year, and he had IIT tag. He has scored only, he has scored in 90s. I'm not telling exact marks, because people can know.
So you mean to say that a guy from rural engineering college, a private college, also can get better marks in interviews?
Definitely, sir. There is no doubt in that.
So no educational background, no institutional background will affect the interview marks?
Definitely not, sir.
So very good information, my dear student children. So don't be under the impression that your background only can influence, nothing. How do you perform, your attitude? Okay, you got 136, na? So you are saying that IIT tag is not the criteria. But some students say that, sir, I could answer all the questions, but in spite of that, I have not got good marks in interview. So what do you think? People answered very well, but not getting good marks. But there are some guys, what they say, sir, I have not performed very well, but in spite of that, I got good marks. What may be the criteria of UPSC board in allocating marks? Your opinion?
In interview, it is not a technical test. It is not the test of your knowledge. Basically, it is test of your personality. So here, what comes first is how you approach to the question. What is your attitude? And even in, they will do leg pulling also. They will put you in a stress. How you come out of that? How you maintain your composure during the interview? That matters. Because in my case also, when I entered, they started praising me. But I was very sure that in the next moment only they will start also pulling my leg also. So I was very sure about that. So I had maintained my composure. And I know one of my friend Prashant, he has scored 140. And I have seen his mock interview in ESE Bangalore. He was maintaining very good composure throughout the interview. In Bangalore also he got better marks than me, and in UPSC also he got better marks. In interview, it will be completely your personality test. They will see your confidence. They will see your whether you are making eye contacts or not. And
okay, Shashank, you are asked technical questions and general questions. Some general questions were there. So what I am understanding, the the general questions, the way in which a candidate will answer, that will fetch more marks. Can you give one example how a general question was posed to you, or what was your approach? Maybe with respect to your present job, etc.
Yes, sir. That actually happened with me only. What happened? They were asking technical questions, but if I say you what are the technical questions, you will see these are very common questions. Yes, these are very common questions. Everyone knows that, but that
can answer also.
Yes, sir, and that will not fetch you the marks. But they asked very typical questions, like he asked, you are working in IoT and Prime Minister Modi has announced smart cities. What will be your contribution? Can you tell me 5 applications of IoT that can be implemented in smart cities? So these type of questions are going to play major role in fetching the marks.
They test your real true personality.
Yes, sir. That should be spontaneous. Even no one can prepare for all this because this will be very. Suddenly that will come out from the mouth of interviewer and you have to answer.
Okay. So technical questions only to generalize, but your personality will be really tested in certain questions. There they may try to test your inner heart, what you are from inside.
Yes, sir, correct.
Very good, Shashank. So you really great in my opinion. Reason, working and at the same time preparing simultaneously, getting a rank, that too all India first rank. It's not that much easy. You are really great. So anyway, your general suggestion to juniors, anything with who are preparing seriously for engineering services, can you?
Yes, sir, I have. What I will say, I have one principle of study, that is, एक समय में एक काम करो. What I mean, if you are preparing for prelims, never ever think about mains. Never think about interview.
Very good, Shashank. See, this question earlier I asked to Saideep also. See, now there is one dilemma. Shall I prepare prelims and mains together? Shall I go for lengthy derivations convention also at the time of prelims? Saideep told, sir, in the present days, after prelims exam, before mains, quite sufficient time is there, 4 to 5 months.
Yes.
I think that will be sufficient. Let us do one thing at a time. I think that is your opinion.
Yes.
Okay, please continue.
So what I will tell, what happens, it is of 3 rounds and 3 rounds are made for testing 3 different kinds of talents.
Yes.
It is not about testing your technical, but in different criteria. At one place you have to go in objective way, where very quickly you have to think what should be the answer and how you will approach.
Time management.
And in subjective, you should have the knowledge of all the derivations. You should have the patience to write all those lines
Within the space given.
Even space constraint is also there. So that is the thing. Interview, that is will be the personality test. So why to think about mains or interview when we are preparing for prelims?
Do one thing at a time.
Yes, sir. That I told. एक समय में एक काम करो, do one thing at a time. So that will matter, and if you follow that, I am damn sure that next year your name will be in the list of selected students.
So at least in the present pattern of engineering services, I do agree with the philosophy of Shashank and Saideep, because prelims is being conducted in January. Where is the time to parallelly prepare for mains and object and prelims? Anyway, with respect to preparation, if possible, do little bit questions which may take 3-4 minutes, may be useful for gate exam. But exclusively preparing lengthy questions before prelims, I think it is dilution of our energy and time. That's your opinion. Okay. So on an average, how many hours you suggest your juniors to prepare for engineering services daily?
As you might have classroom coachings also during your preparation. So after classroom, if you are able to do at least 3 hours in morning, or if you have 1 or 2 hours even in the evening also, like 5 hours should be sufficient for your preparation.
So with that they can crack.
They can crack.
Very nice, Shashank. You really inspired me also. Not only the students, inspired other faculty members also. We also learn certain things from you so that we can train our student children in a much better manner. Right? Thank you. All the best. God bless you.